Hi. All right, let's get right into it. I don't know if y'all will be able to see and hear me. I don't. Whatever. Let's get right into it. My overall experience, I went in very anxious. I wanted to leave. Too fucking loud. Okay, but the movie didn't start yet. It was the previews. It was just a movie theater. And I was sitting up very, very, very high up. One of the last rows, probably the last row. Never again. I don't know though. By the same time, at least I wasn't looking up at a slanted screen. No. Jonathan Bailey looking very sexy for that row. Looking a little beat up when he was pointing that gun at Ariana, but anyway. Ariana's performance, awesome. Was I a bit uncomfortable at times? Yes, but it's not because of her. It's because her character makes me uncomfortable. So good job. Nailed it. I love how the monkeys get onto Alphaba's side eventually, you know? The cowardly lion, I get his point of view. I just wish, like, Alphaba didn't put him out into the wild as a cub, really. I don't know what she was thinking. She grew up around animals, right? Did she just, like, not learn about, like, how they're raised? Because there is lack of education in Oz, you know? I don't know. The dream would have been her and Fiyero raising that damn cub, but they weren't even together then. I wish they were. People are like, oh, she stole Glinda's man. She stole Glinda's man. I don't think so. I don't think so. Was not really her man to begin with. No. He just settled for you. Now, at first I was like, how can she just not see that he does not love her? But then during her flashback scenes, I was like, oh man, like she really just was raised up into this point, and lived up into this point thinking everybody loves me, because really everybody, or at least it seemed like everybody loved her. Ariana put it in a good way, in an interview, I think an interview clip, she was like, you know, Glinda thought, like, she was always surrounded by love. Was it true love? I don't know, but yeah, up until that point, up until she got not stood up until her wedding got ruined, you know, she genuinely believed that, you know, and her world got wrecked. I felt bad for her during her sad scenes, but also she, like, really infuriated me during the scenes, like, where she was, like, just, like, giving in to the status quo, if you would say. Like, when she was, like, use her sister. I know she was hurt in the moment, but, like, it still, like, aggravated me, very much so. Up until, like, at the end, I wasn't expecting it at all, where she, like, really, like, truly turned good. I was like, whoa. Like, I didn't think that would happen, actually, but I love that for her. Now, the girl in the bubble song, I feel like the writing for it's a bit, like, iffy. I know in the world of Oz, like, they talk, like, funny, like, I'll be back in a clock tick, or, I'm obsessulated. And I hated that line too at first until, like, it kind of grew on me. The more I was forced to watch it during the promos, that would be flashed onto me, again, without my consent. No, I'm kidding. But, like, actually, though, what was I supposed to say? The girl in the bubble song, it's not that bad, but I feel like it's mostly because Ariana's vocals, like, really carried it, and her acting and the way that scene is shot is so beautiful too. The costume, the set design, like, you know, just, like, basically everything but the way the lyrics are written. I do not like it. You don't know if you cross that bridge until you've crossed it. And you see that you crossed that bridge or something. I feel like I just said it very much beautiful. Actually, more beautiful than how it actually is written. That's just a paraphrase. That line in particular, really funny. The girl in the bubble, the big shiny bubble. And then when, at least I did, I thought she was about to sing Floating Away. No, I think it was like another line that's even more corny and low-key stupid. I don't know. Who wrote that song? We need to talk. Okay, it's not. I think it's bad. Actually, I'm actually not gonna lie. I'm sorry. No offense to you, but goodness. Whew, you're lucky that was Ariana. You're very lucky. And that girl can sing. She can really sing. She's really good. Okay, anyway. What else was I about to say? Just kidding. God damn it. I'm really thinking. Alphabet's like sex sweater was not that bad when I saw it in the TikToks. I even defended it through my reposts of other people actually making videos defending it. But then I saw it on screen. I was like, whoa. I don't remember looking that, like, it almost like gave, like, torn up in a way. There was like some strings hanging. Maybe I just wasn't looking at it correctly. They were night scenes. But still, but that lingerie piece she had on under, again, looked better on my phone than it did on the big screen. But whatever. It is cute on my phone, not on the big screen. I low-key want it, though. And I low-key want that sweater, too. Maybe let's make some adjustments to make it more my style, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Trax. Welcome. I'm trying to think off the top of my head right now. I didn't plan for this. Yeah. Bacanessa. I felt bad for him. Although he did lead her on. I feel like not enough people are talking about the fact that he did lead Nessa on. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit too much hate for Nessa and not enough hate for Bach. Even though, yes, he did turn into the Tin Man. That was very sad to watch. That was very sad to see. Yeah. She did keep him low-key captive. You know, she had more power than him. She was the governor. And she is evil. She is evil. But I can also see why she did that. You know, she wanted love. She wanted Bach. Don't know why you picked Bach. I guess maybe he's just the only man that gave you attention. But that's also pretty much also probably Glenda's fault. He only did that because, like, low-key, like, Glenda kind of, like, soft rejected him in a way. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Ethan. Welcome back. I'm good. How are you? But, yeah. Ethan's performance was awesome. Especially, when he was talking about killing the witch. That was awesome. His singing was awesome. Awesome. You know, people were really downing, like, why Ethan Slater, ew. Some were even talking about his looks. Whoa, let's not stoop that low now, shall we? Now, we've heard what he did to his wife. Or allegedly. Very sad. Not justifying that. I'm talking about his talent, y'all. Talking about his talent. But even, like, before this movie came out, I was like, yeah, he gives Bach. He does give Bach. He gives Munchkin. Yeah. But during this, yes, he gave angry, vengeful, good singer, Tin Man. That man was on Broadway. That man was on Broadway, y'all. Like, y'all didn't see that coming? I feel sad for you, but hey, at least you see the light. You have seen the light. Now, his performance as SpongeBob was both funny, which is kind of the point, really. That is SpongeBob. SpongeBob's funny, like, even when he's not trying to be sometimes. And just, like, really good. I don't think y'all understand how much talent it takes to, like, act like SpongeBob, do the dancing, do the singing, do the acting. Yeah, he ate that down. Now, is that meme going around right now funny right now? Yeah, but also, again, like, I can't help but, like, also rewatch it a million times just to, like, really admire the talent there. That's awesome. And, unfortunately, in a way, I think he's attractive. Somewhat. Anyway, good, busy. Just coming home from a Christmas event. Awesome. Did you have fun? You talking about me. I'm not talking about you. Anyway. You're not that Ethan. I'm talking about Ethan Slater. I thought that was pretty clear since I'm talking about the Ethan Slater that was on Broadway. Did you play SpongeBob? In a production or something? I have never heard of this before. This is a new fun fact I've heard from you. Yes, I did have fun. Oh, that's good. Good for you. What else? Yeah, awesome. Again, the Cowardly Lion, like, he pissed me the fuck off. You're so cowardly, but also, you're so sad and cowardly. I low-key want to pet you. You remind me of, like, a big cat. Like, I want to pet you, but also, like, bitch, you're full-grown man lion, so... That's a little, okay, creepy? It's even creepy, that urge. Yeah, but you know, that's the point of the Cowardly Lion. He makes you feel those feelings, so does he? Especially in this movie, you know. LOL, I just tuned in. Yeah, got it. Um, what does it look like for you when you tune in? I mean, the title's right there. I know sometimes the thumbnail doesn't show up, that the title's right there, right? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it looks different on your app, on your YouTube app. What else? I'm trying to think, y'all. I'm trying to think. Dorothy. Awesome that they kept her faceless. I wish they showed her a tiny bit more when the house fell on Nessa. Like, I wish they showed her, like, coming out of the house, even if it was just, like, from her back view. But again, like, we did get that shot in The Wizard of Oz, and this also isn't her movie. She got The Wizard of Oz. She is not the main point of this story, you know? But, yeah, at first I was, like, really pissed off that they, like, included Dorothy at all. I knew that was a logically knew that was gonna happen. Before I watched this movie, I hated Dorothy. I know, I hated Dorothy. I low-key hated The Wizard of Oz. Like, not because I thought it was, like, a bad movie. Like, I don't know why. Like, a little part of me just always, like, hated it. For reasons I might not go into right now. I don't know. But I want to talk about what I'm about to talk about right now. Give me a moment. Let me just remember. I'm off track there for a second. But, yeah. I saw a picture of the actress that played her. Cool girl. Which also just made me sad again. Like, we didn't get to see her beautiful face in the movie. Damn. I'd be pissed. But also, like, at the same time, like, Loki that doesn't really matter now, does it? Like, Judy Garland, like, she gave a performance, we must honor her, you know? Yeah, exactly. We must be respectful. And again, it is not Dorothy's movie at the end of the day, as much as a Dorothy fan as you are, you know? And also, I have grown to kind of like the OG Dorothy, low-key in a way. Like, I don't like old-timey, like, a lot of the elements of the old-timey thing in general. Like, when I, like, look back on history a bit, I'm just like, ugh. As much as a history nerd as I am, I kind of just hate, like, the, like, inherent mannerisms and, like, the way that people talked back then, because, like, I low-key don't understand it in a way. Like, I know generally what you're giving, what you're talking about, who you are, but I'm not liking it. I'm a little, like, it's a little uncanny valley in a way. But also, I mean, that's not really Dorothy's fault now, is she? I'm watching a movie from, like, almost 100 years ago. Bitch, I think I'm the problem here. Yeah. But you know what? She's adorable, and the more I'm looking back on scenes and clips and edits, I'm convinced The Wizard of Oz is not as bad as I thought. There's still some parts that are bad, and, let me think. One, I feel like, in a way, whether or not it was intentional, it kind of teaches little girls, like, no, don't dream about, leaving home. Home is where you're at, home is where you stay. But also, in a roundabout way, that like the main point of the story is also like be grateful for the people around you, for your family, where you came from, you know? You don't know what you got until it's gone, kind of deal, you know? So yeah. Old school propaganda, am I right? And how sometimes it can be beautiful and amazing too, and artistic. Yeah. Let's see. And no, I have never, I'm looking at the chat, and no, I have never started any play. I just saw that you were live. I know, I was low-key joking, but also, like, who knows? Yeah, who knows? Also, I love old TV shows, oh damn. You and I kind of disagree on that. Like, there's some old TV shows I'll watch, but, like, I'm gonna be annoyed by the fact that it's old. No matter how much I enjoy it, I'm sorry. Like, I was in my ED treatment, like, a day or two ago, and somebody said, like, I don't watch new stuff because I feel like it's bad spiritually. Like, I can get that, but, like, there's some movies right now that are, like, I don't get how you could even interpret it as bad spiritually. Bad for you spiritually. I mean, yeah, bad for you spiritually. There we go. That's generally what she was saying. Because when I watch old movies, bitch, why are we normalizing raping drunk girls? Like in 16 Candles, I'm pretty sure that's one of the movies I'm thinking of. And why are we, like, showing, like, a girl that's, like, low-key, like, she has to give a guy her underwear because I think she wanted, like, something from him in return, like a favor or something. And then, like, cut scene to, like, a fucking scene of, like, a whole big-ass group of boys being like, oh, the underwear, yeah, in the bathroom. But still, there's good parts of old movies, too. But, like, again, like, still, like, bitch, like, it politically, spiritually, And emotionally, old stuff is inherently worse than right now. And that's saying a lot because right now it's still pretty bad. Yeah. I like from the 80s, 90s. Yeah, there is good stuff from the 80s and 90s. I don't watch those kind of movies. I know. I'm talking about 16 Candles. Like, I like the movie. There's some funny parts. But, like, I mean, like, even in, like, good movies, even in, like, the most, like, politically correct, like, for the time movies, there's still, like, some scenes that are, like, a bit iffy or, like, age badly, is what I'm trying to say right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying you're a bad person if you enjoy it, but, like, I'd say you're a bad person if you, like, not ignore it. Well, I mean, yeah, but also, like, if it's brought up to you, like, you're just, like, you justify it, you're, like, or you don't see anything wrong with it. Like, nothing's perfect, no one's perfect, girl. You do have a good point, yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say, like, yeah, I dabble into old stuff sometimes, too, but I'm more of a modern person, that's basically the gist of it, I had a rant about that, but I also didn't want to mute myself and be like, actually, because, like, she does have a point. A lot of modern stuff, again, like, is not good for you to watch too, but again, like, the ratio, though, I feel like less in the present. Okay, guess who's back, said Lacron. Hello, Lacron. And Kevin, no, I will not give a breakup story. That is an interesting question, though. Guys, I'm talking about Wicked. And maybe some stuff that people bring up in the chat, if it's good enough. Yeah. I'm thinking. I want off track, but it's not that off track since we're talking about movies still, like it's a movie. Oh my god. Fierro. No, I'm not even, I don't want to do that. Cynthia's riffs, her vocals, her range, her overall talent is just incredible to watch. Her acting, her singing. How is she underrated in this movie? I would say partially because of Ariana, but that's not Ariana's fault. You know, another big part I feel is just because, unfortunately, that's how people are right now. But don't you worry, queens. As time progresses, she would be recognized even more. But not to say she's not getting recognition at all, you know? Because she is. She's awesome and talented. The Fierro song is probably my favorite from the whole movie. My second favorite has to be one of the songs at the end where they're like, I've been changed for good. Yes, that was emotional, but there were some parts that I was like getting bored during, which was crazy because I felt like crying along with them. But again, like, I just need like a dopamine hit again and again and again sometimes when I'm listening to songs. And the song where she, you know, is trying to say Fierro, that's giving that. But opinion, guys, opinion. This portion I'm talking about an opinion. Like, I'm not actually saying anything specific. I'm just like saying how I felt during it. What did I do today? That's a tough question actually, because that's actually just started at like 12 a.m. today. I kept like going in and out of sleep, and when I was awake, I was like getting like a snack or like a bigger snack to try and like increase my portion sizes, try and get a tolerance for bigger portions, I guess. I did actually pretty well today. Yeah, I'm progress with my portions and the amount of food I eat and what I eat, like variety. Slowly but surely, guys. And I love that. And I did enjoy my food, taste-wise, too. And that's just a big step for me, really. And then I officially woke up today at 12 p.m. So 6 hours ago. Yeah. Which is crazy. I know. I think I was like awake for like a couple hours during my like waking up like at least once or twice. So that's why. I don't think I got 12 straight hours of sleep or around there. I don't know. That's happened before. Won't be surprised if it happens again. And then I made TikToks, I scroll on TikTok, I reposted, I did some cross-posting on Reels, I took some baddie selfies, and then I was just like, you know what, let's start some lives, and now here I am, my mom's boyfriend's here putting up Christmas decorations though, so that's why I'm stuck in my room. I say stuck because I low-key want to leave, but whatever. But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm in a better headspace sometimes when I'm in here, too. Like, I don't think this live would be happening if I wasn't in here, so whatever, I guess blessing in disguise. What did you guys do today, though? If I misspelled anything of a phone on the lowest light setting, that's fine. That is totally fine. You should watch Requiem. Whatever, I'm sorry. For a Dream. It's such a happy movie and it makes you so excited. I see, maybe. I feel like you're reading that a bit. Huh. What kind of movie is that? Cool, I had a horrible night's sleep. You do seem like you're doing better. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry I had a horrible night's sleep. Is there any reason, or like, was that just like random? Nice, you are a baddie. Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, speaking of baddies, everybody was giving baddie in this movie. Yeah. Nessa's haircut, though, I'm sorry, girl. The other hair in the first movie suited you better. Not saying you're ugly now, but it's just like, I don't think it's for you. I don't think that's for you. I know you love Bach. You want to be like him. You don't. Girl. Ugh. The Munchkin transportation like law that she passed when Bach was like, I want to leave you. I want to leave in general. Actually, was batshit crazy. And triggering, actually, and also like the underground tunnel thing, also pretty like pretty dark. If you didn't know, like the animals were like escaping Oz through underground tunnel. There were like an underground tunnel, you know. No, it's really sad. Both those things are so sad. Like, what Nessa did, is that considered abuse? I think it is. What Bach did. Like, is leading someone on also considered abuse? I don't know. Because right now, people are conversating, at least I'm seeing online, I don't know, is treating abuse. You know? And I think, like, officially, scientifically, it got, like, confirmed that it is. I think. I don't know, though. But I don't know how to feel about that, cheating abuse. I think what Nessa did was abusive, because, like, it's a captivity girl. Coercion girl. But also leading someone on, though. So, I want to bring this up. So, using that logic of those two things, abuse. Leading someone on like Bach did, abuse? Let me know, like, what, are you on Nessa's side, Bach's side, neither, both at the same time? Mixture, not sure, let me know. And who was worse in their little relationship thing? Some people are saying they were official. I think they were given official. But not by choice on Bach's side, though. Not by choice. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking. Again, to bring it back to, like, the girl in the bubble thing, the costumes, the set design, the CGI, makeup, I just said costumes, hair, I think, too, props, again, the overall, just, like, everything surrounding that, for, like, everything, not just that scene, that was just amazing. They don't get I said this in my last live, let me say again, people that aren't actors don't get enough credit. They don't get enough recognition. They don't get enough appreciation from the general public. People that are the actors that make the movies. What's up about that? Do better. I got kind of lazy because anyway. I'm thinking. What else could be said about this movie? There's No Place Like Home. That song, I was getting kind of bored during some parts of that too, but I know that why she was seen. I know that why that was needed, and I like how that was like a callback to like the first movie when, you know, Dorothy, you know, iconic line, "There's no place like home." Yeah. I'm thinking. I don't know if this is, I honestly think just because Elphaba was trying to protect Nessa, but really, she hasn't visited Nessa in like 5 years? Even though she heard the governor, which was her father, died? I don't know. I don't know if I can believe that. I can believe at first because she wants to protect her sister, I guess. She doesn't want her sister to be seen with her. She is now known as the Wicked Witch. But still, like, I don't know. Like, here's the thing with the time skip in this movie, like, in general, actually, about this movie. I don't know if I can believe that these events of this story are happening a whole 5 years after. I can see, like, some time passing. 5 whole years? I don't know. But also at the same time, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life that I am just now resolving, just now working on, that has been going on for 5 years or more. Or the problem started 5 years or more in my life. So actually I get it. Honestly, the older you get, the more time skips happen in your life with certain events, I guess. Like, when I was younger, it was just like, I never, like if an old person was like, it's been 20 years since I fell in love, and I don't know if I could do that again. I was like, 20 whole years though? How could you do that? I get it now. It's been so many years since certain things. Anyway, Fiero, I love him the most, I'm pretty sure, other than Elphaba. But one thing I can't get past, again, is like he just settled for Glinda. That's like not good for Glinda on her end. That's so mean. She deserves someone that loves her. I feel like, whatever. Guys, I think I'm done here, actually. I'm done. I'm talking about this, to be honest. Guys, I decorated a bit more. You like? I like, a throwback. Who remembers Grumpy Cat? I do. I love Grumpy Cat. You live on. You live on. Anyways, let me think for a moment, though. Nessa had a song, too, and I actually think it was needed story-wise, but during some parts of it, again, I did not like it that much. Ugh. But I feel like it was needed. It was needed. Oh, oh no, Nessa blaming Elphaba for what happened to Bach. I hate you. I know you felt like you had to save your own life because it looked like he was about to axe you, but OMG, you little bitch. And it wasn't even worth it. You died anyways. You died anyways the same night, so I kind of don't give a fuck about that, actually. In a way. I know, logically, like, she didn't think she was gonna die, but... Madam Morble, flip it around, Wicked Witch. I love that. I love that. If they came up with that for promotion, genius. I'm thinking. I loved this scene where the tornado came and killed Nessa, though. Because it just, like, it really felt like the story was really coming together in a way, even though it happened, like, early in the movie, and it's obviously, like, there's so much more that needs to happen. You can even feel that during the scene, I feel. But, I don't know, everything's coming together. Dorothy's coming, the tornado's coming, the house is coming, Nessa won't be here anymore. Madam Morble, flip it around, the Wicked Witch is really proving why she's the Wicked Witch, you know, murderer, she feels no remorse, she's like, I don't care, really, that's her attitude towards it, yeah, and then we see Dorothy, and, yeah, thinking. Linda's attitude towards Dorothy's funny, though. She really does not give a fuck about her. She really doesn't. You could have brought her with you. You really could have brought her with you, but you're gonna make her walk all that way. Granted, maybe she just felt like that's like not right in a way, I guess, like boundaries, but bitch, I don't know. I feel like it's actually just because she fucking just is like over it. She's over it, and also like she didn't know what to tell Dorothy too. She literally said she didn't know what to tell her, really. Like, yeah. But the shoes in this version, in this story, the shoes are not magically bound to her, I'm pretty sure. Even though there are still magic in them. Like Glinda's the one that puts them on her, I'm pretty sure, or something. Glinda's the one who suggests the shoes thing. So when Alphaba captures Dorothy and is like, take off those shoes, Dorothy just is crying like a little bitch, not giving her the fucking shoes. I guess since she's under the impression that she's a wicked witch and she wants the shoes for nefarious reasons, but like, I don't know. Maybe you're not thinking that. Maybe you are just so... You're an airhead. Take off those shoes. Take them off. Whatever. That part was funny, though, when Alphaba was fucking yelling at her. Because it's right. Like you're... Like, I feel like you're really representing me in a way, actually, because I'm frustrated with Dorothy. I really am frustrated with her. And sometimes, yeah. That's a little callback to before with my Dorothy rant. Anyway. I'm thinking, sorry. Do we think that Glinda knows that Alphaba is alive? I think yes. Especially at the very, very, very end when the book opened up, you know? I think it makes me sad. I don't want to believe that Alphaba gave Glinda all of her magic. I really want to believe that she gave her like half of it or something, but also at the same time, like, that is so Alphaba to give her all of her magic, so. Or, even better, she was just using the magic to show Glinda a page in there that would give Glinda magic, so that way they both have the same amount of magic. Yay! Because, like, that makes me so unsettled. The whole story, really, especially the end. When Alphaba gave up and she was basically being like, Glinda, you be the good witch. No. Alphaba, you started this. You should end it, and you should continue all of it. You deserve to be the rightful ruler of Oz. Although, yes, Glinda does redeem herself. I don't know. I feel like, deserving-wise, Alphaba should, at the very least, be ruling with Glinda in a perfect world, in a perfect, beautiful, amazing, optimistic world. That should be it. In a utopia, even. But whatever. At least Glinda changed her ways. At least Glinda... Oz is in good hands now, but still. It just, like, makes me so unsettled. So unsettled. Fiero and Alphaba, I love. Now, before I watched the movie, I saw some people being like, you could tell that, like, there's, like, a spicy scene, I guess you could call it. I don't like calling, like, sex scenes or, like, scenes that are supposed to show, like, yeah, these characters are about to have sex. Spicy, but whatever. I guess I have to say that. For the fun of it all, because I just said sex anyway. Bro, okay. Some people were being like, yeah, you can tell that's a gay man and a lesbian, and I was like, okay, I kind of have so little faith in you saying that, but also at the same time, I guess I can see, because there are bad actors out there that do that, but also at the same time, these are not bad actors we're talking about. Jonathan Bailey and Cynthia Erivo. Okay, at the beginning of the scene, there was some tension, but I feel like it's not because of that, or at least, like, maybe 10% is because of that, but 90% was obviously because of just what's so that those characters are like, will we? Should we? Yeah, exactly. But then, like, during, like, the rest of the scene, it was amazing. And well acted, and chemistry. What, Mom? She's leaving, which means I have a moment to myself. But also, now this kind of makes me sad. I kind of wanted to hit up my mom today, but I kept it to myself because her boyfriend. That's okay. We got tomorrow. We have got tomorrow. Anyway, they're leaving now. To go out, I guess. That's unexpected. A surprise. Anyways, but then, like, yeah. And also, there's this song during it, too. And I feel like it was well acted, well written, it was like just like amazing, steamy, awesome, cool, not in a creepy way, but like nice to watch, you know. It's supposed to make you feel that way, you know. It gave me hope for me to find love, maybe. I don't know. Have sex. Oh, definitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll be having lots of that. Yeah, let's go. Anyways, yeah. Funny joke though to say that though. That's a funny joke, but to be actually serious, like, come on, they're good actors. They can put that aside. And have we seen Jonathan and Bridgerton? I've seen scenes, and yeah, I was super surprised when I found out that he was gay. I was like, whoa, he's good. But then, like, the more interview clips I see of him, and also recently I watched, this is the only interview I've ever watched of him. But not of Ariana though. It was him and Ariana cooking, making pizza. I was like, okay, yeah. The more, not at the beginning, I was like, oh, he acts like a straight guy, not in a mean way, just like not in this. He doesn't act stereotypically gay. But then the more it went on, I was like, oh no, never mind. He's acting like I get quotes again. Let's put quotes on all this, okay? Because this is like, you could be whatever. You could be whatever, while being also another whatever. You know? Okay. Anyway. He was just acting more like gay, more feminine, I guess you can call it, as it went on. And I was like, oh, that's sweet, that's nice. Okay, I guess never mind. His friendship with Ariana, though, so sweet, so wholesome, I feel. Lovely, love that. Anyways, kind of off topic here. But yeah. But also during the Bridgerton era, the era of, like, his season, he, like, I don't know, I just, like, never seen any clips of him, like, in real life, though. I never, like, yeah, until, like, recently, like, past month, I'd say. Yeah. I'm thinking. I think that might be it for right now, guys. Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of want to go off and do other stuff right now. I don't want to overexert myself too, I guess. And there's other things I'm thinking about saying right now, and other things I know I wanted to say before, but I feel like I already forgot it. It's not coming to my mind completely right now. But I feel like it won't be that well thought out, and I won't say it the way I actually want to say it if I did it right now. So we're just gonna stop. That's my whole review for right now. I say for right now as if I'm gonna make a part 2. I'm not gonna make a part 2, no. But yeah, I don't want to lead y'all on like that, no. You get what I'm trying to say though, right? You get what I'm trying to say? Right, okay, so yeah, we're gonna leave it here. And, alright, and see. Alright, I love and appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Oh, if you're able to comment after I turn this off. What's your favorite scene? What did you think of the movie? Have you ever seen the movie? Are you planning on seeing the movie? Are you a hater? Why? Respectfully say it all in the comments. Yes. Favorite song, favorite actor, favorite character. Yada, yada, yada. What's your opinions? What do you think? All right.